Shalom, all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruach Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that are teaching His word. Shalom Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Ruach Kodash. Now, as you can see here, this is like I saw a clip pretty much from this podcast, right? There's something that caught my ear, right? And basically, if you look at the dude to the furthest left, right, he pretty much, spent some time in prison and things like that, and he's just telling his story. But he says something that is like pretty much always like a common theme, he saw people with money in the area that he grew up in, like the dudes getting up to selling things and things like that, and he wanted a piece of that. And he said, and he even mentions how the fact that how it attracts the women also. So, a lot of things, a lot of dudes, which we know because, we were once in this world, we were in the world also. Everything is catered around women, all right? When people earn money or do bad things, it's for women. It's like, for the most part, it's centered around women. This whole world's catered around women, man. So people going crazy, killing one another, stealing, robbing people, pillaging for women. Basically, because it's that to get in with these women in this world, you got to be pretty much like a demon. Basically, you got to be into wickedness. Because why? Because women are wicked, and that's a part of the curses in this world, man. Pretty much to get in with the finest honeys, you got to be the biggest drug dealer in the city you're in. Basically, that's what it is. Everything's centered around these women, man. Pretty much. So I'm gonna play this clip of what he says, and I'm gonna read a few scriptures, Lord willing. I'm going to read a few scriptures that I got written down. Lord willing, it won't be too long, Go on, I'm not going to ramble on.
I saw like people, like the oldest around me on Big Bread, they was wearing the latest clothes and then stacks of money. Driving the whips and that. And, and it's true, girls love that shit.
Love it, man. I'm telling you, man.
You got to keep up with that, innit?
Yeah, you have to keep up with this.
But so I was going to say, what I noticed is like,
That's the point, pretty much. So you got to keep up with all these things to get in with women. Girls love it, so you got to keep up with the fashion. It never ends. It will never end. That sort of mentality will never end. You got to keep up with the latest. You got to keep buying the latest cars, the most expensive things to center around women. So dudes lose their lives around women, man. And the thing is, when you come in this truth now, your life is centered around Yahweh Shai, like pretty much your purpose is beyond what the purpose of this world is. Because when you're in the world, that's what you would be thinking. How do I get in, basically? Get into what's happening. How do I get in with the best women and whatnot? Well, you got to get into them demon avenues, man. Whereas in this truth we're in, the life centered around Yahweh Shai, man, basically. That's the purpose for living, man. Which is really supposed to be the purpose of all Israelite men, which they will be in the end. Because this world is all under the woman vibration of women, man. The women have the power in this world. Everything's catered to them, man. Every single aspect of this kingdom is catered to appeasing women, man. All right. But you see, it's like, for example, in the ancient world, it was the women were more in their order, basically. But in this world, they just got the free reign to do anything. So it's like, dudes are going crazy to get in with them, but it's like you're risking your freedom, your life. It's crazy what's going on, man. So anyway, let me read this here. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, which is talking about basically Esau, basically. All right. He's like a big kid is ruling over us, which is these Edomites, these so-called white people. They're like the so-called white man is a big kid, man. All right. So as for my people, children are their oppressors and women rule over them and women rule over our people. All right. That's why you always see our people there. Majority of the so-called Negro and Latino Native American men, mainly the so-called Negro men, are all in the spirit of their mothers, basically. All right. The Southern and Northern Kingdom, both of them, really. But majority Jake, right, Judah, is all under the spirit of their mum, man. Women rule over our people, man. Everything's around the women. My mother this, my mother that. You never hear nothing about the pops for the main part. Like the dad's just a deadbeat. When really, it should be all about the father, man. But women rule over our people. Women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Exactly. And you know what? When you follow women, you're leading yourself to death, man. That's why through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we're happy and glad the Lord woke us up to this truth. Because following Yahweh Shai gets you out of that spirit, man. That mama's boy spirit, you know, trying to cater to women, trying to follow anything women do, you know. Really, when you come in this truth, you know, over years, Lord willing, we're growing more. You become like a bug repellent to these demons, man. What does the scripture say? A wicked woman's given a portion to a wicked man. But when you get into this truth, you become like a repellent to them demons, man. All right. Now, of course, along your path, the Lord can throw tests at you, you know, with, you know, women coming in your life or whatever it may be, throw tests at you, man, you know, and you got to overcome them hurdles. But pretty much, they which lead thee cause thee to err, man. And why do you think, for the most part, the so-called, so-called Jake community, Negro community, you know, and Hispanics, predominantly really Judah, because Judah's the head tribe, catches the most hell and all that. The community is in disarray because, the community is really a demon. That's a demon, but it's in disarray because it's all set following women, man. The chaos happens because of these women, you know, following under mama's spirit. It's just all chaos, man. So women rule over them, and the women have the say as to what's going on. You know, the men are out the households. So women are ruling over us, man, in this world. That's why it's best to stay clear of these demon women, man. It's like chasing them and all that, you know, chasing them to get in with them. But in reality, man, it's best to stay clear from them because they're going to bring trouble to you, man. They're going to bring hell to you, man. All right. You see? So let me read this here. Don't want to make this too long. I wanted to read this one here because you see what King Solomon had to say. So this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 27, right? So it says, Ecclesiastes 7 and 27, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found. Yeah, one man among 1,000 men, one man has he found, right? Which is basically pretty much righteous, all right? And I have found, and it says, which is pretty much one man out of 1,000 men is righteous, all right? What have I found? But a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that the Lord have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. Yeah, meaning, you know, the Lord made men to be righteous, but, you know, the Israelite man to be righteous. But a lot of our people go off, basically. But the point is, among women, so it says, which my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. So there's no such thing as no righteous woman, man. But that's what's portrayed in this world. Women can do no wrong. You know, and then a lot of the men of our people, obviously now the world's ending, the Lord's got a lot of so-called Negro men and Hispanic men seeing the bullshit, basically. You know, these women are getting exposed. But for the most part, they've just had everything catered to them. They can do no wrong. You know, when their bullshit is called out, you know, they've got 1,000 simp geezers defending them, you know. So the women can do no wrong. They got, on top of that, they got Esau, the devil himself, you know, has been defending them, paying for their wickedness, basically. Women can get away with wickedness and get paid in this world. That's what they've been doing, man. These women have been killing, maiming. They've been doing all kind of demonic shit, man, and getting away with it, but it's about to end. So the point is, King Solomon said out of 1,000 men, he found one righteous. Out of 1,000 women, he didn't find no righteous women. All right? But the way it's portrayed in this world, because everything's catered to them, you know, everything's catered to them, basically. They can do no wrong, man. But it's funny, that dude said when he was coming up, you know, he saw, you know, the guys in the area he grew up in with the money and whatnot, they had the women. So it's like you needed to do that to get involved, basically. So it's all centered around that, the gang thing. A lot of it is around women also. you know, the drug dealing, whatever, so, you know, to get the latest clothes, to get the flyest car, to get what? To get in with these women. That's what a lot of it's about, man. All right? But then it leads you to what? It leads you to err in the end. It leads you to die, man. A lot of dudes dying, you know, whatever the case may be, over some bullshit. And while you do that, that woman's moved on to in the next few days, she moved on to another guy, living freely. You know? Hey, that's the truth, man. That's what's going on. This is 1 Ezra 4 and 22. 1 Ezra 4 and 22. It says, by this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Yeah, and that's what happens. I mean, you got dudes out here, even, you know, 9-to-5 workers, you know, catching hell from their women, or women in general, you know, having to give all their money over. I'm talking about dudes in the world, by the way, but having to give all their money over, or even having to pay child support. You know, wicked shit like that, man. Dude's working, he's grinding his bones working for Esau, and at the end of the month, he's got to give all the money to the woman, man. Because she's weaponized his children against him. That's what goes on in this wicked world, man. But this is what it is. Everything's catered to these women, man. So it says, toil and give and bring all to the woman. Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers. And that's, you know, that's pretty much what that guy was talking about at the beginning of the video. He saw the cats in the area with the money and whatnot. How do you think they got that? They're robbing and stealing from other Jakes. It's a trap, man. All to get, you know, and get in with these broads, and then what? Then they end up in prison. Then the next line of factory motherfuckers come along, doing the same old shit, not waking up to what's going on. It says, yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion and goeth in the darkness, and when he have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. So he goes through all those perils pretty much to bring it to the woman, basically. It says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than the father and mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and became servants for their sakes. And that's literal, man. You've got people taking medication and in the mental homes and whatnot because of women, man. You know, especially, and this was in the ancient world, but especially in this world, man, because everything's catered to them. You know, they're defended. They've fucked over men mentally, spiritually, physically in this world, man. These women. And that's why the Lord's going to start bringing this judgment down, man. You see? He's going to bring this judgment down. It says, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women, all right? So that's one of the major perils also, you know, on this path of this truth that we're in. Women, man. You know? This is what the scripture says, many have also perished, man, meaning they've died, have erred and have sinned for women. Yes, sinning meaning you breaking the Lord's commandments for women, basically. And, you know, that's a, you know, things that can happen, man. So, you know, we got pretty much, man, we're going to get the real women in the kingdom, man. In this world, you're basically in the midst of evil, man. You know? So, you know, with that, I'm going to say all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful elect Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodash. Shalom, shalom.